This is the worst milk commercial in history. It's Season 1, Episode 5 of Pluribus entitled, Got Milk. Let's dive in. After Carol traumatized the Hive worldwide, they packed up and evacuate Albuquerque, leaving Carol all alone in the city. As with the Hive's previous ballet-like organized motions, they leave the city with harmonious precision. The shots of their exodus are quite beautiful. Everything they do with logistical perfection. They stack corpses like competitive cup stackers. They're Olympians in restocking groceries. They break up with Carol like waves parting in the Red Sea. They are pillars of conservation. They've optimized everything. Even from afar, they can address Carol's needs with drones. But their drone bonanza hits its limits. A pole. Their optimized version of a breakup lacks the human touch. In a world of optimized efficiencies, as Kayla of Autostraddle points out, drones can't effectively replace sanitation workers. Carol discovers just how streamlined the Hive can be. Garbage cans seem to only contain milk cartons. Even their waste is optimized. She investigates and ends up in a milk processing plant. We see this coiling conveyor lined with a row of milk cartons. It's almost like a blood vessel. The Hive's blood vessel that carries the nutrients they require to live. But what's in the milk? Spoilers for the next episode, Season 1, Episode 6, HDP. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reuse, reuse, reuse. It's people. Or at least it's partially people. We learn later on that, true to their conservationist, optimized qualities, the Hive mixes in foodstuffs and human remains into their drinks. To conserve, to minimize waste, to reuse. These guys are experts in maximizing shareholder value. If we look at the Hive as people, this is their food. But if we look at them as a machine, it's more akin to their fuel. Ground up individuals fuel the collective machine. The collective takes the concept of the individual, grinds it to dust, and mixes it all together until it's no longer recognizable, into some perversion of homogenized milk. Milk cartons are also known to be billboards for missing persons. These milk cartons may contain ground up parts of human beings, but the person behind those parts, they've gone missing. The Hive's drones lack human intervention, and their fuel grinds individualism down to homogenized dust. The collective discards the human experience and fuels themselves with what remains, homogeneity. Carol even tests the liquid's pH.
And I tested the pH, it is a 7.1.
A 7.1.
Basically, it's neutral.
Neutral. Neutral as in it gets the job done. 100% nutrition, 0% filler. This fuel doesn't provide more than what it's intended to. The amber goo in a milk carton can fuel, but it cannot satisfy. Carol's isolation becomes so much more pronounced this episode. Scenes emphasizing the empty space around her, how small she looks, how small her new reality makes her feel. Even her means of communication evoke this lonesomeness. She can only send one-way messages. First, the Hive puts Carol in timeout. She only gets a pre-recorded Howard Hamlin voicemail. She can make requests, and they're accommodated, but no one answers back. Then she makes conspiracy vlogs for the other immune. She sends them out, not knowing if they're being delivered, not knowing if anyone's responding. Communication is a two-way act. But isolation can get in the way of this. Carol is talking to the void. But the loss of the world still pales in comparison to her personal loss, the loss of her wife. In this episode, Carol takes the first steps to properly mourn. Across all the episodes so far, this is the first time that Carol sleeps in her bed, a bed that she once shared with Helen, the empty space acting as a saddening reminder of who she lost. When a pack of wolves target Helen's corpse, Carol springs into action and scares them away, guarding Helen's gravesite overnight. Grief is not straightforward. It can blind us to the obvious.
Why
Won't you come on?
But with time, we can see things more clearly, and we can free ourselves from our own self-imposed shackles. And this is exactly what Carol does. She loads concrete slabs onto her police car, weighing the vehicle down. She's dealing with her baggage. And she memorializes Helen. Helen may have been 6 feet under, but she was not mourned. Not until now. There's a very reverent air to the way that Carol constructs Helen's gravesite. The way that she immortalizes the orchids. After taking the initial steps to mourn, Carol takes her first sip of alcohol in this episode. This sip doesn't read as an extension of Carol's alcoholism. It feels well earned. Solemn even. It's a toast to Helen's memory. A celebratory drink to taking the first steps. And that'll do it for me for this episode. See y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.